Well, this is our November Business Around Town show, and of course, it is time to get ready for the holidays, and we're stopping around some businesses that may give you some great ideas for things that you want to get for the holidays or even getting your home ready for the holidays. Renee, what did you find?
Well, that's right, Mike. We're taking you to business around town, and one of the stops we made is the Teresa Bush Agency of State Farm here in Bexley. They can help you get covered. I'm Renee Joseph, and along with Mike Kilburn, we are out and about Columbus, and we take you there.
Well, we stopped by Tropical Nut and Fruit, and boy, this is your holiday headquarters. They got a fantastic sale coming up December 8th through the 11th. Everything in the store 20% off with the exception of alcohol. We talked to Alicia Bruno. She told us more. Well, Alicia, good to have Tropical Nut and Fruit back on the show.
Thanks for having us again, Mike.
Can you believe how quick the months go by, and here we are in the holidays already and getting ready for the big holiday season?
No, it's crazy, and we're already getting shoppers here like crazy, getting ready for the whole holiday season with baking and gift giving and all the things that are about getting merry and having festivities for the holidays.
Yeah. Well, I understand you got a big sale coming up, big holiday sale. So tell us a little bit about that.
Well, it's actually our most popular time of the year. Everybody's calling, wanting to know when the dates are. So from December 8th through 11th, we have our huge holiday sale where everything in the store, excluding alcohol, is 20% off. And that's everything. So
that's a great deal. It really is.
It is, especially when you consider that we're already underpriced compared to the supermarkets and the major retailers. And I'm sure most people are noticing that prices are really high.
Yeah, and we want to mention when we talk about the gift baskets, you sold out these last year, as I remember. And so it's like, get in here and get your order in, right?
Yeah, because I'm going to tell you something. With the supply chain being so constrained, we were just talking about that, we got all we could get. So once it's gone, it's gone. So baskets, containers, tins, little boxes, a lot of what you see in here, we have a limited supply. So if you want it, I feel like everybody's kind of doing that, but it is true. We can only get it, and once we get it, it's gone. That's it. Yeah.
And that is a great deal. Like I said, it is an amazing deal to come out here, Tropical Nut and Fruit. Give us the contact information for coming here and visiting. Okay. And checking out some of the great deals you got here.
Well, we're 3150 Urban Crest Industrial Drive, right inside here of Grove City off 270. Our number is 614-841-5233. You can just press 0, ask for the operator. If you want a gift back or you want something specially packed, if you give it to us in advance, we can allocate it, we can pack it, put it to the side, and then you can come down and pick it up. But if you wait, the closer we get to, the holidays, the less there's going to be available.
Yeah. And it is a great deal. Well, Alicia, good seeing you again. Thanks for being on the show.
Thanks for having us, Mike.
Well, of course, with Christmas right around the corner, that means it's time to get ready to do some baking, and there's no better place than UC's Farm Market to find all those bulk items to do that baking, as well as hams and gift baskets. We talked to Greg Utze. He told us more. Well, Greg, hard to believe it, but we're coming up on Christmas.
Well, this year has just flown by, and of course the weather's starting to change too. It's cooling off a little bit.
Yeah, and you've been harvesting, right?
We have. We're just finishing up, and it's been a long harvest, but it's been a good one.
Yeah, fantastic. Well, one of the things that I always like to talk about when we get around the holidays here is you've got some great ideas for gifts, so let's talk about the gift basket.
First, we do fruit baskets, gift baskets, boxes, and the great thing here, you can tell us how much you want to spend, and we'll put something together for you. A lot of companies come in and buy them that way. And then we'll also have some made up that you just take off the shelf and ready to go for that last minute gift giving.
Yeah. Now, what about cooking? Because I know you are like I've never seen a place that has more bulk foods than you.
Right. We've got everything from the flour and the sugar up to the sprinkles you put on the cookies. Of course, we have the chocolate, melting chocolate, caramels, everything you need to make that Christmas candy or cookies that your family loves.
Where you at in terms, or where we at, I guess, is a better question, on hams and that kind of thing for the holidays?
We have a couple ham companies we deal with. You can pre-order them, and we'll have those prices together ready for you to take a look at. And we'll carry some extras, too, that you can just pick up when you're here shopping.
Yeah. What's prices doing right now?
Prices are up. Whole hams aren't as bad as some of the deli meats are. We're probably somewhere in that $4 a pound range. And that's for a good smoked ham and sized right for a small gathering, or you buy a couple for a big gathering.
And of course, I saw the corn cribs closed, so that's sad.
Yeah, it is a sad time, but it's too cold to be out there.
No question. Well, give us some contact information when we can get out here and pick up a ham, get some stuff for cooking, and maybe have some gift baskets made.
Of course, you can check us out online, ucsfarmmarket.com. You can order your deli meat ahead, of course, and we're south of Plain City, Commerce Huff Road, open 9 to 5, Monday through Saturday.
Fantastic. Greg, happy holidays. Thanks so much for being on the show.
Thanks, Mike.
Well, behind me is a COVID vaccination van that is here at Stewarts Boutique, and Renee is one of the advocates to get people vaccinated. She told us about the plans that they have in trying to get people vaccinated and what they should know if they're not getting vaccinated. Well, Renee, it's good to be back at Stewarts Boutique.
I'm glad to have you back.
So, what is going on here today?
Well, I'm really excited to have Primary One Health, which is a function of the Franklin County Health Department. We're in partnership with them as well as Shea Moisture to provide vaccines for the community. So today is a day about education and health and wellness.
We all know that's a big initiative to get that vaccine and hopefully get this COVID past us.
Absolutely. We're stronger when we can actually be together. So, the vaccine allows us to do that.
So, Renee, why is this so important to you?
As businesses open back up, it's important that people are vaccinated in order for us to return to full capacity. We can't get to profitability if we're only operating at a small scale. Not only that, it's important for the Black community to get vaccinated so that we can stop the spread of the virus in our own communities.
So what's next if you don't want to get vaccinated?
The next step is education. Educate yourself about the options, what's available, what happens if you don't get vaccinated, what happens if you do. If all else fails, come out and get a rapid at-home test and just find out if you have COVID. Just because you don't have symptoms doesn't mean you don't have the virus, and you can potentially spread it to those you love.
It's one of the things when you see the news stories and you see people who didn't get vaccinated who are on a vent in the hospital.
Yes.
And what are they saying? I wish I'd have got the vaccine.
I had of. And it's unfortunate. So the only thing we can do again is to get educated and take the necessary steps to protect ourselves and our loved ones.
Well, Renee, this is a serious project and a serious problem for America. Give us some contact information, how people can learn more information.
Absolutely. They can always call the salon to get one of these rapid at-home tests, and we'll bring it out curbside. That's 614-686-HAIR. 4247.
So where can we learn more about the mobile unit?
Absolutely. People can feel free to call the salon. I am an advocate for Franklin County Health Department when it comes to the vaccines, so I'm more than happy to provide information about where they'll be located throughout the city.
Thanks for helping to push this forward.
Absolutely.
Appreciate you being on the show as well.
Thank you.
Like the Out and About Facebook page for pictures, video, and more on the show, including news on upcoming shows and even exclusive behind-the-scenes content. That's facebook.com/OutandAboutColumbus.
Having the right insurance coverage makes all the difference. We talk with Teresa Bush Agency of State Farm to see how they can get you covered. Well, Teresa, welcome to Out and About Columbus.
Thank you so much.
Well, thanks for having us out to Teresa Bush Agency, State Farm. Tell us what sets your agency apart from others. How do you stand out?
We like to think that what we do primarily is we like to get to know you. So what's different about Renee? Renee, what are your needs? Where do you see your gaps to be? What are the things that keep you up at night? We like to have conversations around what you value and what's important to you. We know price is important to everybody, but unfortunately, price is only part of this game that we play here with insurance. It is sort of a get what you pay for kind of thing. So we like to make sure that people have had a chance to be our partner and talk with us about what's important to them, and then make decisions based on having enough information to make the right decision for them and their families.
Well, how do you make sure that your clients have the right coverage?
So we go through with them and let them know what are the coverages. So depending on the products that we're talking about, we're State Farm, so we have, over 100 different ways that we can work with clients. And so we like to talk with them about, again, what's important to you? What are you here for today? And a lot of times they're coming in because they're interested in their home insurance or their car insurance. And I always tell them, and I tell my team, The worst time to know you don't have the right coverage is claim time. So we really want to work with them to say, well, what kind of assets are we protecting for you? And then again, what is it that keeps you up at night? What are the things that you say, do I have coverage for this? Do I have coverage for that? We want to make sure that we've had those really important conversations.
Well, it sounds like you have your clients covered all the way around. How do we find out more information?
So you can go to my website. It's www.teresabushagency.com. That's Teresa with an H. You can also call in, click in, walk in. We're here in downtown Bexley. We're a very walkable community. We have great parking, so please come by.
Wonderful. Teresa, it was a pleasure to meet you, and thanks for this great information.
Thank you so much for being here.
Well, we stopped by Dre Lee's African Restaurant for a unique dining experience, and they say that it's the secret spices that they use here. We talked to Lisa. She told us more. Well, Lisa, good to have you on the show in Dre Lee's African Restaurant.
Thank you. I'm honored.
Tell us what's the most popular item on the menu.
The most popular item on the menu is our grilled tilapia, and which is grilled to order. And we have our signature seasonings that we use to cook the tilapia, and which no other African restaurants has those recipes. And our signature seasoning consists of 1, cloves, and we have some nice blended other seasoning, secret seasonings, which I can't tell it all because walls have ears.
What kind of experiences people have when they come here and dine?
They have the hospitality, African hospitality, which nobody gives that. We make sure our customers are comfortable. We ask questions like, have you had African food before? And if you tell us you haven't, we make sure we explain the menu, that you will not take something that you will not like. And also we ask if you want to eat with your hands, because back home we eat with our hands, and we don't wash our hands in the bathroom. We wash our hands at the table or by the sink, So we bring you a nice warm water, and, we let the water flow on your hands, and we give you soap to wash your hands.
Well, tell us about your specialty sauce.
Oh, we have this special sauce at Dre Lee's African Restaurant, which is habanero and our secret ingredients that we put inside this. And you can eat this with spring rolls, grilled meat, grilled fish, and it's really, really good. And you can only purchase this at Dre Lee's African Restaurant.
Well, give us some contact information where people can come by and visit you.
Well, we are located at 1911 Tamarack Circle North. And, we have our website, www.dreleesafricanrestaurant.com. And also, we have an app, Only African Restaurant with an app. So you can go on the app and order your food on the app. Sometimes, you can order it on the app and you come and the food is not ready. We advise that just be patient with us right now, because right now the whole world is going through something, staffing, so you should appreciate that we have some staff to, attend to you. So we would really appreciate when everybody, will give us that patience, and we just deliver our best.
Fantastic. Well, Lisa, a pleasure meeting you. Thanks so much for being on the show.
Thank you.
Want to be on the show? Reach out to us at info@outandaboutcolumbus.com. Well, as we head into winter, of course, we're going to see those slick roads, and you may have a collision. And when you need it fixed right, you need to come here to Columbus Collision. They just made a new improvement here, a beautiful new paint booth. We talked to Ashley Hall. She told us more. Well, Ashley, good to have you and Columbus Collision back on the show.
Thank you. Good to be back.
So, with fall and winter coming up here, what can drivers expect?
Well, there's really two things that we start to see in the fall and winter with road conditions. We start to actually see an increase in single car accidents, cars sliding off the side of the road, and cars hitting stationary objects, trees, concrete barriers. And then we also see an increase in the multiple car accidents, very severe accidents. Yeah.
That's for sure. And definitely, I see a lot of those in the morning. There's no question about it, especially when we get those icy roads. So some exciting news here at Columbus Collision. We're standing in your new paint booth. So tell us a little bit about this.
Well, this has actually been about 2 years in the making. We took on this venture a couple years ago, and because of COVID and a lot of government shutdowns, we finally had all of the permitting and everything, and this is really going to help us. We're super excited for this new venture.
So what do you see helping you out here and helping the customer out here at Columbus Collision?
Well, we're really excited for this fall and winter season for this to really cut down dry times, cut down the entire time that the customer's car is here, and really get our customers back on the road quickly with a beautiful paint job. Yeah.
Yeah, no question. The paint booth makes all the difference, and it's a super clean environment inside. When they start painting, I know this is very nice.
Thank you.
Well, give us some contact information where we can learn more.
Well, you can reach us at 614-350-8251, or you can always check out our beautiful new website, columbuscollision.com.
Well, we stopped by the Reserve at Wisdom Way, and you talk about some beautiful patio homes and condos that are just amazing, and the quality is unbelievable. So we had an opportunity to talk to Carol Reeves and learn more about these wonderful homes. Tell us a little bit about these properties, and I know this is all new builds, right?
It is. We are building 13 units here, these 13 custom homes. We already have 5 in contract, so there's not many left. They are going quite quickly.
I know that traditionally, you get into condos and a lot of people feel like they might be cooped up. You don't have that feeling with these, do you?
I agree. I think the difference is when the builder decided to build a patio home condo concept, he wanted it also to feel like just like any other home out there, not feel like the quote-unquote condo. And so what we do is 1,800 square foot to 2,700 square foot homes, first floor masters, things like that, so that you're all living on the first floor, but you can option for an upstairs if you want more square footage.
Now, who is your target audience with these homes?
I would say right now we're not really targeting, but the average buyer in here seems to be the young senior, 45 and older. I think when they come in here, the first thing that they hear and love is that they will be meeting with the builder. They will be designing the home around their needs. What they love about their home now, they bring it to us, the builder meets with them, designs the home, adds the extra features and the upgrades that we can give them, and they end up with a one-of-a-kind home that they will love forever.
Tell us a little bit about the builder.
Paul Cugini Kaposha Builders has been around for over 30 years in Columbus, typically builds 700 and above. So when he approached coming in here and building these, we were very excited because this price range is very difficult to stay in and get the quality he deserves.
Well, Carol, tell us where you're located and some contact information so we can come out and check out these beautiful patio and condos.
Great. We are off Central College, just east of Harlem, and we could be contacted by my cell phone, which is 614-419-1042, or you can go to the reserve@wisdomway.com.
Like the Out and About Columbus Facebook page for pictures, video, and more on the show, including news, upcoming shows, and even exclusive behind-the-scenes content. That's facebook.com/OutandAboutColumbus.
Do you have those musty odors in your home and you wonder where that smell may be coming from? Well, it may be because you have some standing water or some mold growing there, and we're working with a company that can take care of that mold remediation. We talked to Mark from Stay Dry Waterproofing, and he told us more. Well, Mark, good to have Stay Dry Waterproofing back on the show.
Thanks for having us.
You know, one of the things I keep hearing about is standing water in yards causing problems with the basement. What is that exactly? What causes that?
Yeah, it's not something to be ignored, really. Over time, it does cause a lot of pressure on the foundation. So if you have a lot of standing water in the yard, you definitely want to have addressed.
One of the things that I've wondered about is, what are some signs that I'm starting to have that problem?
Yeah, some signs you'll see. You'll have usually odors is where it starts, dampness, moisture, discoloration on the walls in the basement or the crawl space. Crawl space is one of those areas out of sight, out of mind. It's easily to be ignored, especially if you don't monitor that area. But odors is always a big one. Mold builds up really quickly in crawl spaces. Us being the only waterproofing company who is allowed to remediate mold, we usually do it for free. So saves our customers $2,000, $3,000, $4,000 sometimes. So.
What was the process for you to be able to do that? Be the only company that can do mold remediation?
Certifications. It's very time consuming. A lot of our companies don't dab into that.
What does mold remediation consist of? What do you actually have to do?
We do it to the standards of the EPA. So there's a containment to prevent cross-contamination. There's a chemical treatment, a removal process. There is air quality testing that we do to kind of make sure that everything's where it needs to be.
Now, does that mean the smell that I'm getting, that odor, will go away once you've completed your work?
Yeah, once the main thing is safe. Making it safe. So once it's safe, once it's been remediated to the standards of the EPA, odors will go away as well. So.
Well, Mark, give us some contact information where we can find Stay Dry Waterproofing.
StayDryOhio.com, 614-339-3434.
Fantastic. Thanks so much for being on the show.
Thanks, Mike.
We stopped by one of Brothers Roofing's quality roofing jobs here in the Worthington area to check out how they were taking care of this. This was a roof that had some hail damage, and with all the storms that we've had come through here in the last couple of weeks, you may be surprised to find out you have damage to your roof. We talked to Bill Smith, and he told us more. Well, Bill, good to have you and Brothers Roofing back on the show again.
Good to see you, my friend.
So, you got a project going on behind us. Was there anything unique about this one?
Well, it's a little bit spring-like, and we've had a lot of hail damage up here. That's exactly how this job started. Homeowner experienced a hailstorm, called their insurance company, came out, bought them a roof. We're here to put it on.
Well, this might be a dumb question, but how do I know whether or not I have hail damage? Because we just had some hail the other day here.
You really don't until you call somebody like me out or one of our guys to take a look at the roof, and then we go ahead, work with the insurance company and the homeowner to make sure that's taken care of.
Well, one of the things that a lot of people are worried about now is COVID-19, obviously, and I know you do a lot of estimates. You work a lot with a lot of people. You're out here in the field. What are you doing to protect that consumer?
Typically, we stay outdoors. Occasionally, we're inside to meet with the folks, then everybody puts on their mask. But when you're outdoors and you're maintaining 8, 10, 12 feet, we've got a breeze blowing, we feel perfectly safe. The homeowner feels comfortable, and we take it from there.
One of the things that I noticed that you said on your advertising, you've said we don't cut corners. What does that mean exactly? What does that mean to the consumer?
We don't want any shortcuts on our jobs. We do it by the book, per the manufacturer's specifications, per Ohio State building codes. We don't want anything coming back on us or the homeowner that would say, we've got to do it again. That's just not the right way to handle business, certainly not the right way to handle the consumer. We want it to be correct.
Yeah. Well, it's great information. Bill, how do people get a hold of you now? Of course, like I said, with all the storm damage and all the storms we've had come through, I'm sure people are going to want to get their roofs checked out and find out they have a problem.
Right. It's best just to go online, look us up, brothersroofingconstruction.com. Give us a call.
Fantastic. Bill, thanks so much. Great information.
Sir, it's a pleasure.
Miss any of today's show? Now you can catch it all on the go. Just visit onacolumbus.com for past episodes and all of our latest content.
Well, if you have someone that they're really hard to buy for, how about they need maybe some snow removal or they need some leaves raked? How about a nice gift certificate from Yearround Landscaping? Well, Ty Woods told us some of the services he can provide and how you can get a hold of those gift certificates. Well, Ty, good to have you in Yearround Landscaping back on the show.
Thank you for having me, Mike.
You know, one of the things that I thought about when we got the last minute gifts, you think about your parents shoveling snow in the driveway, raking leaves, all those things. You don't want them doing that. So I thought, boy, it'd be great to have you give out a gift certificate for a gift. What do you think?
I think that's an awesome idea. You wouldn't believe how many times last year I was getting calls from people saying, hey, can you go shovel my dad out of his driveway, or can you go help my mom out? And I just think this would be a great way to give a gift that can keep giving. I mean, it's truly a great value.
Yeah. What are some of the services you can do for somebody that will take that stress and strain off of them?
Well, we can come in and get the driveway clear if it's the snow. Then if you have trouble with those leaves that are still falling, we can take care of that. This Yearround Landscaping is not just a name, it's actually what we do. And this time of year is the best because this is when we get to show that this is what we do.
So Ty, how do we get a gift certificate for someone?
Go to our e-store. You can go right on there, see the products that are available, and purchase it right there, and then have it in your back pocket. So then and I'm sure if you get some snow removal stuff, you're going to be using that here in the next couple weeks. So you'll definitely, you'll put it to use, and it's a great value.
Yeah, well, it's a pretty nice gift. Give us your website and all your information so the people can get those gift certificates.
You can go to our e-store at www.landscaping365.com. I'll be happy to help.
Fantastic. Ty, good to see you, man. Merry Christmas. We'll see you at the first of the year. Want to be on the show? Reach out to us at info@outandaboutcolumbus.com.
On the first day of Christmas, cousins gave to me a cartridge from the army. On the second day of Christmas, cousins gave to me 2 woolen gloves and a cartridge from the army. On the third Christmas cousins gave to me. 3 knife pens, 2 woolen gloves, and a cartridge from the Army. On the 4th day of Christmas, cousins gave to me 4 collared shirts, 3 knife pens, 2 woolen gloves, and a cartridge from the Army. On the 5th day of Christmas, cousins gave to me 5 Marine rings, 4 collared shirts, 3 knife pens, 2 woolen gloves, and a cartridge from the Army. On the 6th day of Christmas, cousins gave to me 6 fleece of sleighing, 5 Marine rings, 4 collared shirts, 3 knife pens, 2 woolen gloves, and a cartridge from the Army. On the 7th day of Christmas, cousins gave to me 7 Johns of fitting, 6 fleece of sleighing, 5 Marine rings, 4 collared shirts, 3 knife pens, 2 woolen gloves, and a cartridge from the Army. On the 8th day of Christmas, cousins gave to me 8 shades of tinting, 7 Johns of fitting, 6 fleece of sleighing, 5 Marine rings, 4 collared shirts, 3 knife pens, 2 woolen gloves, and a cartridge from the Army. On the 9th day of Christmas, cousins gave to me 9 packs of duffels, 8 shades of tinting, 7 Johns of fitting, 6 fleece of sleighing, 5 Marine rings, 4 collared shirts, 3 knife pens, 2 woolen gloves, and a cartridge from the Army. On the 10th day of Christmas, cousins gave to me 10 coats and parkas, 9 packs and duffels, 8 shades of tinting, 7 Johns of fitting, 6 fleece of sleighing, 5 Marine rings, 4 collared shirts, 3 knife pens, 2 woolen gloves, and a cartridge from the Army. On the 11th day of Christmas, cousins gave to me 11 blades for camping, 10 coats and parkas, 9 packs and duffels, 8 shades of tinting, 7 Johns of fitting, 6 fleece of sleighing, 5 Marine rings, 4 collared shirts, 3 knife pens, 2 woolen gloves, and a cartridge from the Army. On the 12th day of Christmas, cousins gave to me 12 cords of roping, 11 blades of camping, 10 coats and parkas, 9 packs and duffels, 8 shades of tinting, 7 Johns of fitting, 6 fleece of sleighing, 5 Marine rings.
As you can see, whether it's the 8th day or 12th day of Christmas, Cousins Army-Navy store has gifts for everyone on your list. Located just south of Hudson at 2469 North High Street in Clintonville, or shop online at cousinsarmynavy.com. Want to be on the show? Reach out to us at info@outandaboutcolumbus.com. We're taking you around Ohio to all the best places to see and do this season. Whether it's local favorites, amazing destinations, and everything in between. Rain or shine, we take you there.